This episode is going to be a double feature, two topics for the price of one. In the first part, I'm going to go over a couple posts in Discord by Aggie today, which cover the immediate future of what's going to be happening in Arcade Colony. Secondly, I'm going to shine the spotlight on a really nice quality of life feature that was added to Splinterlands about a month ago, but I just took notice. If this sounds intriguing to you, please stand by. Hey everyone, welcome back. Bronze Dragon here saying thanks for dropping by. I appreciate your time. Well, the fork and the match happened today. If you were preparing for the GLX and the airdrop is starting, if you were prepared for that, that happened today at noon Eastern time. I went in this morning and added a little bit more GLX. I don't have a huge amount, but I wanted to go ahead and get that match. So it's up over 10,000 a little bit. I also think I might add some more GLX to my staking. I do know that immediately after the fork occurred, it took a dive by more than 50%. I think everybody was expecting that. Everybody did this massive sell-off. But I have a point that I might make after we go over this main topic here, that I might be buying some back up. So you may call me crazy, and this is not investment advice, but stick with me. First of all, we're going to go over the statement by Aggie. It's actually 3 different slides. It was 2 different big comments by him in Discord today, and I just wanted to read it to get the exact information out. This is basically covering the immediate future of what's going to be happening with Arcade Colony. So let's take a look. Okay, he says, the snapshot has completed. Thanks for participation. We're shooting to have arcadecolony.com stood up later this week, where you can see your balance in your wallet. QA testing is through Friday. If all goes well, we'll stand up this week. If there are any issues, then the site should be live by early next week. There will be a slightly different and streamlined login process for GLS and Arcade Colony, which we'll describe shortly. We will also put up support articles to explain the process. So what I'm thinking is they're going to have, and this is just a guess, they might have a unified website where you log in and you have the option of logging into GLS or to Arcade, or you might be able to log into Arcade Colony and then GLS. Either way, they're changing the login process and they're going to provide instructions. So that's interesting. Hopefully they keep it on the secure side and have done the security work on that. Okay, numbers. 194 million colony will be distributed, representing less than 1% of the total supply. 550,000 script will be distributed as well. So he's made it a point several times to point out that the match and what people got off the match was very small compared to what will actually be going forward for the next several years. And the airdrop will occur for 5 years. But if you look at the numbers, there's going to be a huge amount of colony. So hopefully there's some burn mechanisms involved. Okay, so there's nothing to claim. It'll just be there when we stand up the Arcade Colony front end website in our next front end development. Okay, late this week, early next. Congratulations to all Arcade Colony founders. Cool people will share this story on social media, of course. Aggie being Aggie. So let's go ahead and switch to the second slide. What I did was I hate kind of just throwing Discord up on the screen, so I just took and blew it up and made a slide out of it so I could read it better and so everybody online could read it better. So what happens now? Here's the highest priorities we have as a development team. Okay, first of all, the snapshot's been done. Okay, their next thing they're working on is standing up version 1 of Arcade Colony backend, the validator, and then standing up the front end, which is the website. Next, there's going to be the login change he mentioned, new process to support 2 websites instead of 1. Like I said, kind of a unified website you would go to and then choose which if you went to Arcade Colony or GLS. So then the Mooncarts pack sale, which he mentions, starts on March 5th. The ongoing airdrop will start. GLX and SPS stakers get 800 million colony over 5 years. And that's kind of, if you look, I'll just stop here and mention this. And the reason why I initially said I might be buying more GLX is the airdrop is divided. Okay, part of the airdrop goes, and I don't know if it's half and half or what it is, because it's the statement in the white paper is a little bit loose on exactly how the airdrop is going to be happening, but it's part of it, half of it's going to maybe 50-50, I don't know. Part of it's going to go to the SPS stakers, and part of it's going to the GLX stakers. Okay. Obviously, most of us have SPS staked, right? You only have to have at least 5,000 SPS staked to take advantage of the airdrop. Now, you need 10,000 GLX, but if you look at the numbers of GLX staked versus numbers of SPS staked, the numbers for GLX are a lot smaller than SPS. Obviously, SPS has been around a lot longer. Okay, so my take on that, and like I said, not investment advice, is that I'm going to keep at least a small portion of GLX staked because I think coin for coin, I think the staking of GLX will bring in more colony tokens on the airdrop than what SPS. Now, call me on it if I end up being wrong. If I end up being wrong, I'll do a video on it and say I'm wrong. But that's what, and that's why I didn't dump my GLX tokens immediately after. And in fact, I'll probably go in and buy some more tonight. Am I crazy? Maybe a little bit, but I think we're all a little bit crazy. Okay, so the Hive Engine Bridge, trade colony and script on Hive Engine and Tribal decks, which will be nice. Liquidity pool rewards, separate pool of rewards from airdrop. Liquidity pool stakers that stake tokens via Tribal decks and other pools as well will be rewarded tokens daily. Okay, we talked about that. GLS promo cards, 2 cards need to be distributed. Had hoped to do last week. Evidently they haven't. And the timeline, even though it's a lot to do, it's all stuff we've done before, and we have things that are complete on that list but not in production yet. So we're hoping to knock that stuff out reasonably quickly. Now, to finish this off, okay, so that's the wrong one. Let's turn that one on. Okay, so this is the last of his second comment. Next 2 weeks, normal 2 weeks. Okay, so he goes into something funny as far as saying that he expects it within 2 months total. You know, all that we just discussed. What are the priorities after that? Payment methods to accept more tokens than Hive for Arcade Colony. Platform-wide credit system, which is overall what we're trying to... I had discussed on an earlier video about one of the ideas that I'm bullish about Arcade Colony being, kind of an umbrella over a number of different games and have Web 2 games be converted over to Web 3 games, and then just have the Colony token used across the whole infrastructure. Okay, and then finishing off that with Mooncart's integration into Arcade Colony. What are the priorities after that? GLS Goals Season 2 pack sale and game changes. And after that, Mooncart's general sale, roll out social casino games, which that one streaked right by me because I hadn't heard about social casino games. But I'm guilty of not sitting on Discord all day long. I've got a regular job. So separately, there are changes that we want added to Mooncarts and stuff to be designed for the social casino stuff. Mooncarts and social casino game development is handled by Salve, and we'll update on that separately. Okay, so let's go ahead and switch over to a little bit of Splinterlands talk. Now, one feature in Splinterlands that I wanted to shine a little light on, which I think is really cool and a very good, it falls under the heading of quality of life, makes things a little bit easier, especially for people with multiple accounts. If you don't have multiple accounts, this really, you can use it like if you needed to give something to somebody, but let's go ahead and take a look at it. It happens to be on the SPS page. And I was over here on the SPS page because I was buying some more SPS today. I've been kind of buying a little bit at a time, upping my bag for obvious reasons. If you're bullish about the game, I think that going towards the halving and then past that and towards the ultimate goal of when SPS stops being dropped, I think that at that point, if you're still playing Splinterlands, you'll wish you had more SPS than what you had. And it's, I'm not usually the bullish kind of guy, but I have been buying a little bit extra here and there. Anyway, this is what I'm talking about. This button right here, reward delegations. Okay, I went in to claim today, and this button caught my eye, and I'm like, how long has that been there? You know, they've been adding stuff. Investigators team has been adding stuff left and right over the since the beginning of the year. Well, for a long time, really. And a lot of stuff just flies by me. Obviously, if you don't look at it very carefully, some of this stuff that's obvious where a screen changes or something like that, it's obvious. But this button escaped me, even though I go to the claim once or twice a day. So I clicked into it. Now, what is this? This allows you to manage your reward delegations, and very pinpointedly. So I can manage every part of what my account takes in, basically. What I take in from wild battles, modern battles, daily focus, ranked season, licenses, nightmare packs, brawls, land mining, tax collection, and then these two are deprecated, as well as voucher reward delegations. And what this means is if I have, for practical purposes, okay, so the first thing I'll talk about is you can see that I have 35% set here and here, but we've talked about this. I play with Archmage, so what? This is just showing me that Archmage is getting 35% of my wild battles as well as my daily focus. I know this because I can go on my Archmage setup screen, management screen, and see that. But up to now, I couldn't really see that in game. But for practical applications, that's one practical application. For another, you can have a lot of us have second and third accounts for various purposes. And you can take your secondary accounts, and instead of having to manually go in and swap things back and forth, swap coins, SPS, DEC, whatever, you can go in here and you can go and set the delegation. And say, for instance, this is my secondary account. I can delegate everything to go to my primary account if that's what you wanted, right? So like, just to give you an example, on my secondary account this morning when I found this out, I went in and just delegated all my voucher rewards to go to my primary account. And after taking a secondary look at it, I'm going to make some other changes to just make sure that it just makes it easier, more streamlined, so you don't have to be transferring coins back and forth. You can just delegate your rewards to your primary account from all your secondary accounts, right? Now, you could also delegate to another person if you wanted to. I don't know. There's several different kinds of uses for this. I just thought I would highlight this because I think it's pretty cool. Okay. Well, this has been Bronze Dragon giving you a double feature. Thanks for dropping by. Please like and subscribe. And check out all the Splinterlands YouTubers in the comments, or not the comments, in the show notes. We're trying to make an effort to get the word out and get the Splinterlands names to as far up in the YouTube algorithm as we possibly can. So please go to all these YouTubers, watch the videos, like, subscribe, leave show note or leave comments. This all helps the YouTube algorithm, and ultimately it helps get the word out for Splinterlands, advertise, because we need more people playing these games, or this game, these games, moon carts, things like that. So with that said, I hope everyone on your side is happy and healthy, and this has been Bronze Dragon bringing you a double feature. I'll see you on the flip side.